breakfast. Hey, buddy. Marty and Stripe have both been out and been back in. I think I might have saw one snowflake last night. David said he saw sleet in Raleigh. There's no snow, not even like in Durham. Roxborough did get a dusting, but all of it stayed well up in Virginia. When it snows here, it comes up from Atlanta. When it tries to come over the mountains and down a little bit, it doesn't snow. The other way we get snow is if it snows at the coast and it comes inland and it comes far enough. Sometimes it stops at I-95 though. Anyway, it's wet and it's like 40 and we have nothing frozen. So there's your morning weather report. Good morning, everyone. The news channels hyped everybody up. Even though some of them tried not to. And it is what it is. Johnny said he rated today's weather down in Charlotte as a 0 out of 10 because it was early, cold, wet, and windy apparently down here. I mean, I'm seeing a little movement. But up here near the house, it's not what I would call super windy. Charlotte's wind may have definitely been worse, or out there in the open. Sometimes here around the house we can't tell. Not too much going on out here. It's really starting to look like winter now. I look over at this bare tree and it's like, yeah, I guess we're in winter now. I'll go down and check on the seed and the feeders here in a bit. We've been getting hit a lot. The birds have figured out it's winter, and I think she's going to be waiting on me this morning. Good morning. Really? Because there was a couple times yesterday evening I came back in and she was out and she didn't hide. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I love you. Well, your food's here. She's under where I sit. She's under the couch. She'll come out and eat. She's been eating everything. See? Empty food bowl. It's hovering around 40 and it's wet and it's still kind of rainy. Johnny says he's seeing a snowflake now. And yes, I'm making coffee again. Starbucks peppermint mocha. Anyway, I was just going to say that who sitting over here and Marty in the other room, they don't want any part of being outside today. They ran back into the house. It's nasty out there. I got a lot of little stuff to do today, and I'm going to make lasagna later. And we're going to go to the gym around 12:30 after Dawn gets off a conference call. That's the plan. It's currently, God, how can it be 11:20 already? Anyway, I'm just sitting at my computer for a while, drinking hot coffee and doing stuff. There's always stuff. This time of year seems to be more at the computer than others. Anyway, I'm going to open up this advent calendar, Lego City one here. The main draw on this one is this guy right here with the Christmas tree costume on. But there's also the polar bear and the reindeer too, which are super cute. And I guess there's a doggy and a kitty maybe in here too. I'm always in it for the minifigures. I don't need any more little trains or toys or other stuff, but it is what it is. I guess they're showing all the minifigures up here. So, and I actually don't need a Santa and a Mrs. Claus, but the other 4 are, 5. The other 5 I totally care about. So anyway, this one was packed with minifigures. Never buy these at the Lego store for full price. The points aren't worth it, even if you're an insider or VIP person. Price watch it on Amazon, and when they drop it, $15, snag it during that window because then it's a good deal. I finished the city one, and I'm going to do Friends and Disney also. So here's a Ziploc bag, and it has the little doors with the picture instruction and the bags that I didn't open. Like I said, I opened all of the minifigure ones. I'm going to go get some white plates so I can add some of these guys around the city. A few I added on a white plate. By white plate, I mean like something like this. A lamp post and some figures on it just to help them stay standing. Mrs. Claus is here watching Santa get ready to take off with her trusty little dog and his treats. So I just got to hunt a couple of white plates. Right now I'm unpacking, and then I can, you know, decide. I won't leave these minifigures here to get run over by the train. Well, I opened up a little bit more of this advent calendar than the city one. This is the Friends one. You can see the minifigure dolls versus the minifigures. Some people hate them. Some people love them. Some people are neutral. I like all the minifigures, and I happily mix them in my city, and I don't care. But some people really get upset about it. So the Friends set is always going to have extra animals and cutesy things and cookies and hot cocoa mugs. These are really cute. So this is all about socialization and parties and lovey-dovey on animal stuff. The city one had things associated with gift giving, you know, under the tree, and really cool minifigures and stuff. So I think the two complement each other. Anyway, I've got that one done, and now it's on to Disney. So these are all the things from the Frozen Disney Advent Calendar that I chose to build and keep out. Now keep in mind that this is a normal sized minifigure mini doll, and all of the ones in this set are kids, and that's kind of been the way it's been at some of the advent calendars are kid size, and so are the animals. Like this is a real sized animal, but this is this cat is like just a little tiny things, not the normal size. So they are a little smaller. Obviously Frozen is mini dolls just like Friends is. So from that perspective, it's a good combination. But what you get here is a lot of purples and blues and pinks. Lavenders, not really Christmas colors, but the figures do have Christmas outfits on, although they're kind of pajamas. One of these I added. I found it. I think it's this one. She needs hair. Anyway, there's what I got. And I got Frozen stuff in the other room, and it also wouldn't look bad with the Friends set. So if you're going to get a kid one of the Lego Advent calendars, you need to get them a white base plate. And that's basically a plate that's 32 by 32, or, you know, maybe 16 by 16 would work, but a square plate or a rectangular large white plate. You know, this is a little too small. You don't want a 4 by, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16. 4 by 16, or maybe that's only 14, is a little too small, but one big white base plate, and then they could line them all up and play with them and add one each day as they open the calendar. And I find it very frustrating. The only reason why I find it frustrating they don't send a base any kind of a plate, and the only reason why I had all these little plates is those were the beds for the girls from the Friends calendar. But I didn't put together the beds, but I put the girls together, and these were all part of the bed pieces, and that's why I even had them. So those didn't come with it. But in order to be very playable, the kids need a plate of some sort, or a few small ones, or a large white one would be nice. White for Christmas snow. So I would get the kids a plate and the calendar and give it to them together. You got something you want to show us?
Right. Well, that thing that you were showing me about the park thing.
Yeah.
We couldn't see the
You
thing.
can't see them in person. Okay, so when you tap it, it lights up.
Lights up.
We could see it on 4K, and I told Donnie, I said, I couldn't see them, but I was pretty sure they were there.
Okay. So if you hit park,
it parks it.
and then if you hold it, watch down here. there's it. Turned. I should have showed you. The red park was not there.
Okay, so yeah, I agree. So pressing on the screen doesn't do it, but pressing up there does.
No, you can do it here too. Oh.
Okay, great. So we do have an additional parking brake by pressing there or up there. Two things. I tried that and it didn't work the first time. I wasn't pressing in exactly the right spot, or I didn't hold it quite long enough.
Right.
But I want to say that Ruby goes squeak.
Yeah, well, I can hear it a little bit.
Barely.
That's right.
It's totally different noise in the Juniper.
Now,
so
the other thing is, why don't you feel up here? Why don't you feel right here?
Oh, do you have the heated steering wheel on?
I didn't know it had a heated steering wheel.
I knew.
I didn't.
But
nobody told me.
But didn't think to tell you. Okay. Well, it makes total sense that there is an additional parking brake.
Yeah.
That makes sense, and now we know. I don't think anyone had left us a comment with it. Well, you know, for the longest time, people didn't know pressing in the end of the gear selector and holding it would put on the parking brake in the older cars either. People had the extra oomph that it would give, but I think it's harder to set in the Juniper.
I agree.
The physical button. And I have to say, at Whole Foods with Ruby, sometimes I get out and I go, oh, I didn't set the extra parking brake. I'm on the hill. And I open the door and I don't even have to sit back down. And I can just push the end of the gear selector and I hear the little squeaky noise and I go, I'm good now, and I go in the store.
Right.
So, well, thanks for
this
lighting that up by touching it.
Isn't even, I mean, you couldn't do that. You'd have to be sitting down to do that.
And I guess now Donna's like, oh my God, there's fingerprints up there. And I'm like, I couldn't see them either, but you can just barely see that one. Yeah. But it's amazing. Remember that when you look at my face too. It's amazing the additional details in 4K up on the big screen that you can't see in person. Yeah. You really can't see some of them in person. Yeah, so
I agree.
Well, my inflatables are a little unhappy in the rain and the wind today, but it's okay.
Yeah.
One last thing, the other complication in the Juniper is when you're full self-driving and it automatically puts it in park, like the park button's not here anymore and this isn't lit up.
Right.
So you have to do something extra to get back to there where you can press those things. So like I said, a Juniper to me is just one notch harder to set the parking brake.
And I didn't even know that I could do that.
I didn't know that either.
I did not know that.
So cool. Show them again up close.
So when
when it's gone, you can get it.
Just swipe it over.
Well, what do you know? You figured out something. I'm so proud of you. Thanks for
I have the magic touch.
Thanks for the assist.
Yes,
so you know, Donnie, we have heated middle row rear seats too. It's right here. You have to hit the rear button, and then so when Johnny gets in, when we go to pick them up to come home for Christmas, make sure the seat is warm back there.
Yes, ma'am. Can do.
Because Jules didn't have that, and Ruby certainly doesn't have it. But we want to leave now, and Don's pressing full start self-driving up here.
But it may. Oh, well, there it went.
Okay.
Maybe I must have wiggled it.
Yeah, well, that goes back to, you know, I tried to press the P to see if the... Good Lord, we're going 13 miles an hour down the driveway.
On a wet driveway.
God.
It's not icy.
I told you guys, the FedEx driver...
What are we on, Mad Max mode or something?
You are in Mad Max mode. You actually are.
Well, I can't see. What does it say? Am I going the right direction?
Hang on. I will fix you to chill.
Yeah, please.
And then, are you going the right direction? You're going to work, so that's good.
Yeah.
So that was Mad Max at 13 miles an hour. We're going to move over from the truck.
Yeah, well,
not as far as I would have moved over, just in case he opened the door, but we did move over.
Yeah, I didn't have my glasses on, and I still cannot read, even with the large font. The grayed out. I can see the self-driving. I can read that.
That's bigger, yeah.
But when it's that little parking lot, it says chill and parking lot. I have to work at it.
Yeah, I don't understand why you can't read it, because you don't wear distance glasses. You only need reading glasses, and your reading glasses is more of a prescription than mine by a little bit. but I can read it without any glasses at all, with my distance vision, and I can read it with the reading glasses from where I'm sitting. So I guess I don't know why your distance vision can't read it.
Okay,
because you don't. Shut up, Buttercup.
Your day's coming, sweetie. It's coming 11 more years.
Oh, I don't think so. No.
I used to could read all that crap.
But I mean, seriously, I thought you didn't need a distance prescription.
I don't. One eye is on borderline, but I am still legal to drive without glasses.
It's a little clearer for me if I look through my readers. At this focal distance is about as far as my computer is when it's in my lap, which is why I won't go off 1.5 readers up to 1.75 or 2, because then the focal distance is wrong for where I hold my computer. I told the doctor ain't no conceivable way. I tried it and it's not happening.
Right. Well, I would recommend you not increase your magnification until you absolutely, positively cannot see at the
right. Well, if I'm doing some really fine work, I got a pair of 3 readers, and it's like the whole world lights up when you put them on. But that's only for short-term emergency,
right.
You know, doing something with the piece of jewelry or whatever. You can see just a little rain in the road. Well, I am sorry. I mean, obviously, you have said it many times that you cannot read the screen as good as you would like.
Right.
And so I know that you can't read the screen as good as you would like. I'm sorry that you can't read it better, because it is a constant frustration. I'm backpedaling here trying to make up for telling him he can't see.
Well, it's not. I would just prefer not to have to put my reading glasses on to read the screen.
Right. I love you, but Don can never find his glasses either,
right,
and that's because he takes them off.
Well,
see me, I just don't take my reading glasses off. I wear them down on my nose, and I never have to look for them or find them. Or, well, that's not quite true. When I take a shower at night, I have to take them off, and I tend to put them somewhere, and that is sometimes a problem. I can't find my glasses.
Yeah, well,
should never take them off. I'm trying never to take them off.
Yeah, and that's why I don't buy expensive glasses, so I leave them places I don't have to worry about.
Right. Well, mine are $5 glasses too.
Yeah.
On purpose. Had something else you wanted to add?
Yeah, I have found the first thing about that's disadvantage for full self-driving. If you have a heated steering wheel, your hands aren't on the wheel. It doesn't do you any good. You actually have to keep your hands on the wheel to enjoy them.
Well, thankfully, it doesn't, error out if you touch the wheel during full self-driving.
You could lightly touch the wheel.
Right.
But I'm actually enjoying the caressing the wheel.
He was out in the garage for a few minutes doing some stuff before we pulled out. Yep. Well, something's going on with the firemen. A few of them did pile out and go inside of the first truck. It can't be too much of an emergency. They're not lit up.
Yeah, I think they're just...
Maybe they're going to play basketball and get some exercise on this nasty day.
Yeah. Indoor exercise.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him come play basketball outside the one time. I mean, no reason not to.
Yeah.
And I got the truck pointed, ready to go, and they're close to the door, not in anybody's way. We'll go have some fun. I think this person is headed to exercise.
Yeah.
Got on exercise shorts. It's kind of too cold to be wearing shorts otherwise. Well, thanks for warming up the car and my seat and everything, but I tell you what, it's a double-edged sword, because then I don't want to go get out of the car or the seat and into this cold air and walk inside.
Yeah, and this heavy moisture today, it really feels cold.
Johnny says he saw a snowflake. Nothing sticking, though. We're home from the gym, and first up on the hit parade is to build this giant Lego candy cane. It goes in the hand of the big Santa. Well, there's Santa holding his lantern and candy cane. The 2 green pieces are supposed to be black, and I don't have them in black. But other than that, it's as described. I'm sure some of you would say, well, it's Christmas time, why not black? Maybe it would be okay if I had it in red, but I don't have it in red. All I had was green. So I can swap it out at some time or not. ready to go sit down with Gray and edit, but it was 5 o'clock and I needed to get the lasagna started, so I'm working on lasagna. Yum, lasagna. Woo!